This is Jeff Grebe with Weichert Realtors Advantage Plus, and this is my Thursday thought. Well, mortgage rates have dropped after 3 weeks of increasing. Right now, they seem to have settled around 5.5% for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. Now, we've looked at this chart before. So if we look back the last 5 decades, 5.5% is still a good rate for a mortgage on a house. We've just been spoiled in the 2000s. But I know everybody wants a lower rate, so we're going to discuss a few ways that you might be able to do that. But before we talk about that, be sure to like, follow, or subscribe to this page to get each week's Thursday thoughts. Now, prior to 2000, we talked a lot about things like buy downs and adjustable rate mortgages and ways to kind of help you get a lower rate. We haven't had to talk about that in years. So what is a buy down? A buy down is where you can purchase points to buy down up to a lower rate. This is how it works. 1 point equals 1% of the loan amount. So if you're buying a $350,000 house, you're putting 10% down. A point would cost you $3,150. In today's rate, that would take you from 5.5% to 5.125%. That would save you $74 a month, which doesn't sound like much, but what you need to figure is your break-even point. If you do the math and divide that $3,150 by 74, you'll find that in about 3.5 years, that's your break-even point. So every payment after 3.5 years, you're now on the plus side of that lower rate. So you just have to ask yourself, when you're going to purchase the home, how long do you think you're going to be there? And then you can make the decision about whether it makes sense to buy down the rate. Some other things to look at: adjustable rate mortgages, where you can get a lower rate fixed for 5 years or 10 years. And you can also look 15-year rate, which is right now still below 5%, around 4.75. So even in this new rate environment, there's other ways that you might be able to save money. You just need to find an agent that can introduce you to a mortgage lender like Lori Pike at New Res Mortgage that will help you explain and understand all your options. And work with an agent at Weichert Realtors Advantage Plus, where we'll sit down with you, talk about what your long-term goals are, and help you make the best decision to buy a house. Now, they say that the rates are going to continue to go up this year, so there's really no time to wait. The market is actually getting better for buyers, with more homes coming on the market and more homes active right now. In fact, we're up to 3,335 in the Knoxville market, which is way up from a low of around 1,200. So the negotiations are shifting ever so slightly toward the buyer. So let's get out there and find you a home. You can reach us at 865-474-7100 or online at AdvantagePlusTN.com. This is Jeff Grebe, and that is my Thursday